James Comey is in the news today. He could be getting indicted any day. And but his mind is in a more peaceful place. He's being reflective. He's thinking about what matters and has begun a Substack with this offering.
You see, Taylor Swift and I go way back. I went to my first concert of hers 15 years ago. I've been to a second, and I have helped financially support the attendance of a lot of family members at others. I'm in a family's Swiftie group chat. I know all her music, and I listen to it in my headphones when I cut the grass. So yes, I have a favorite of hers, although honestly, for me, it's a tie between All Too Well, 10-minute version, and Exile featuring Bon Iver.
There's more. Stand by. Watch.
Like a lot of you, I struggle with how to stand up to bullies without letting their meanness infect me and change me. I don't want us to become like Trump and his followers. Here, I am not an advocate for weakness. Of course we need to stand up to jerks and defend what matters. But I think we have to try to do that without becoming like them, which is what makes me think about Taylor Swift. While our elderly makeup-covered president is posting about whether Taylor Swift is still hot and declaring that he can't stand her, what's she doing? Living her best life. At my second Taylor Swift concert in Hartford, Connecticut, 14 years ago this summer, she sang a song about this topic, asking, why you gotta be so mean?
Oh my God.
And she spoke directly to the nasty people. I bet you got pushed around. Somebody made you cold. But the cycle ends right now because you can't lead me down that road.
Is it over? Is it done?
Yes, man.
It's so cringy.
It's so creepy. It's like some strange person at church or a vice principal trying to relate to you, you know. They've got you in a room. You're 13 years old.
For the listening audience, Walter's doing the eyebrow raise and lower. Oh, hello, little girl. Thank you for coming back when I called you. First of all, James Comey is trying not to become a bully. James Comey, the one who just tweeted out a picture of 8647. Like, we don't want to become like the bullies who harass us. You actually are under investigation for possibly, it looked like to me and many others, calling for the murder of the sitting president. So maybe you needed more Taylor Swift that day. Maybe that your demons got the better of you, Jim. But just the weird self-helpy tone and like a lot of you. And meanwhile, he's in a coat and tie, right? It's like you're trying to be this like, oh shucks, Taylor's our girl. She's our muse for tough times. In your suit and coat, talking about how you went to see her when you were the head of Bridgewater and about to be made FBI director. There's too much weirdness for me to digest in one like sentence here, Walter.
That he's memorized Taylor Swift lyrics is one of the most embarrassing admissions I've ever seen an adult make. Also, he's standing against a wall that looks like he may not be a free man. I'm not sure where he, that could be almost anywhere in the world. Is he still in the United States? It's unclear. Also, unclear. I love how buying tickets for your kids is financially supporting people attending Taylor Swift concerts. Oh, what a fancy way of saying I gave my kids some money to buy tickets.
Right.
If he's such a giant
everything
fan,
he does is so altruistic.
He hasn't been to a concert for 14 years, but he's her biggest fan? What? This makes me wonder also if there was a prearrangement with Taylor Swift. Would she agree to be name checked at length in this way? Or did he surprise her? Because she just became uncool by proxy. Like the last thing a teenager wants to do is go to the FBI approved concert. Did the FBI
by the way,
used to
what's
throw
with
rock?
Well, the way he's
jail.
talking about her is exactly the kind of language that would put a red alert on an FBI agent investigating someone. Like, she and I go way back. I've known her for 15 years. No, you don't know her. You went to a concert. That you don't know Taylor Swift. You saw her on a big screen at a concert. You and she have no relationship, sir. Step away from the Taylor Swift doll. It's very, like, it's very creepy. And it's
You're
amazing to
right.
me that we used to respect this man so much. And by the way, he's been in the business of ruining lives for a long, long time. Look what he's tried to do to Donald Trump, right? With the Russiagate stuff. And now he actually wants to lecture us on being like nice and appealing to your better angels instead of becoming the bullies that affect us. We can't become the bullies. It's like you actually went after Donald Trump and tried to sick the entire FBI on him. You came up with false charges against him, which you knew were bullshit. Meanwhile, you ran cover for Hillary Clinton. And while you're lecturing us on being super sweet, you're calling him our elderly man wearing makeup who sits in the White House. Like, I'm not sure you're picking up what you're putting down there, Jim.
He could have used some makeup. Did you see how white the area around
Ashen.
his eyes
One
was?
might even say ashen.
Yeah, one might say. Yeah, exactly. I would report stalker Jim Comey to the current FBI if I were Taylor Swift. You know, I want. But also this, he seems terrified. That is some kind of appeal to pop culture, maybe to a jury, hoping that he'll get a Taylor Swift fan on his jury someday. That is the most odd choice of appeals when you are in legal peril that I've ever seen. And it can only be, in my estimation, because it didn't convince anybody out there who's a civilian, an attempt to make himself look human to a potential jury. Or one that's sitting right now in a grand jury room somewhere.
You cannot be bullied. You were the former FBI director. Like, that is literally the height of power, of law enforcement power, right, in the United States of America. You're unbullyable, James Comey. And I realize you're no longer in the role, but the reason people are interested in you is because you held that power for years. And it seems very clear, abused it, as we're learning more every day. The nerve to run out there and act like he's been bullied. And it reminds me of, I had negative commentary about Beyonce not long ago. And some moron on Twitter said something similar, like it's amazing to see the people Trump bullied become bullies themselves. I can't bully Beyonce. She's literally one of the richest, most famous, most successful artists in the world. It's not possible to bully her. And by the way, this is a McDonald's, madam. Like, she's on X complaining about barbs against other people. Like, go to Instagram if you're looking for soft talk, or maybe James Comey's Substack. But on Twitter, we throw sharp elbows. If you don't like it, get the fuck off. Sorry.
These people know something's coming. This was a very pathetic PR move. I don't know who advised it. I hope maybe one of his daughters was listening to a Taylor Swift album, or whoever it is in his family who attends these concerts. But this guy is about 6'8", by the way. Okay, he a 6'8" FBI director is in two ways an intimidating person. Mm-hmm. And now he looks frightened. And now he's making fun of other people's appearances. And he's, talking about not being dragged down into the dirt. Isn't Taylor Swift, by the way, famous for getting revenge on every ex-boyfriend that she's ever had? I mean, she's not exactly a pushover herself. I mean, she takes revenge on people after they break up with her, or whatever. In a way, it's a very Trumpian aspect of her personality.
So what do we think the effect of the sparring between President Donald Trump and the Fed is going to be? Can the Fed take the right action at the right time? Do we trust in that? Or are we going to be looking at a potential economic slowdown as they slow roll any of their moves as they worry about his tariffs? And what exactly does all of this mean for your savings? You might want to consider diversifying right about now with gold through Birch Gold Group. For decades, gold has been viewed as a safe haven in times of economic stagnation, global uncertainty, and high inflation. And Birch Gold makes it incredibly easy for you to diversify some of your savings into gold. If you have an IRA or old 401k, you can convert that into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or just buy some gold to keep it in your safe. First, get educated. Birch Gold we'll send you a free info kit on gold. Just text MK to the number 989898. Again, text MK to 989898, and you'll start the process of just getting the 411 on what it means to own gold. Consider diversifying a portion of your savings into gold. So if the Fed cannot stay ahead of the curve for the country, at least you can stay ahead of the curve for yourself. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.